Hi there, this is Rich Page, and this is a mini conversion review for SmokyMountains.com. I'm looking in particular at the cabin rentals page. Okay, so some first impressions and thoughts about this page. First of all, in terms of style, it looks pretty good. I like the color scheme, I like the icons at the top. There's some good filtering options on the left, which are important when you're browsing for any kind of property like this, in travel property. One of the other things I notice immediately is that it's kind of narrow. It doesn't go full width, and there's a lot of empty space on this common browser width of 1366, and it just feels a little bit too crammed. So I would make this be responsive to be full width and take advantage of the extra room that you get. Now, one of the major challenges with this is even though it looks good and you have good overview of the main things of each, first of all, you don't give me any reason why I should choose SmokyMountains.com, your services here, rather than any other services. Now, you mentioned in your blurb that this is fully managed service. I don't see that mentioned anywhere here. Someone looking at this might think they have to bring their own bring their own towels, bring their own bedding, bring their own cutlery or whatever. It doesn't mention any of that. So I would kind of make some use of an area in the top here that has little check marks of your main unique value proposition and why someone should use you. Otherwise, what they're probably going to do is they're going to go to Google and they're going to search for Smoky Mountains rentals and see what they can find. And I'll check out a competitor in a second so you know what I'm talking about. One of the other major things that needs to be improved on here is there is no social proof at all in terms of ratings or any kind of signs of life. So unfortunately, people are going to want to know that this is popular, and one of the best ways of doing that is showing ratings of some kind, ideally from a third party, a well-known third party like TripAdvisor. So, because there's no way of just knowing which one of these is the best, then they're not going to want to look through every single one. Well, they can, but it's going to take a lot of time. They would like to be able to filter on ones that have the highest ratings of some description, and that's definitely lacking on this page, even on the next page when you click through, I noticed. And then I would also give them the option to click through different images rather than having to make them click into each one and look at the different images. You can make the thumbnails bigger when you have the larger resolution to use, and you can have little left and right icons in each of the images here that take you through each of the different photos available. I would even add a video if you can of each of these properties, seeing as you have few. It seems like limited anyway in terms of a lot of travel places. I would try and get a video done of each one and let them play on here. Okay, so I'm going to check out. Sorry, one other thing is on this check-in, check-out, I would also include the ability to be flexible with the dates, like +1 or 2 or 3, and give them an advanced search option. This is although it's functional and it's good, it's very simple. It doesn't allow you to get too detailed on how you use that search. Okay, so I'm going to go to Smoky Mountains rental. This is what you're. Sorry, what's the pet already? This is what people are going to do. They're going to do Smoky Mountains rental, and they're going to number 1, flip key. They're going to go to flip key. They're definitely going to check this one out, and they're going to get here. And unfortunately, you have a lot of competition here, and they do a very good job with some of the things that I mentioned previously that you're lacking. First of all, look, they use a much better width here. It's not quite fully responsive, but they include some kind of third-party social proof rating here on TripAdvisor, and they even mention the word. So people are really going to focus on these ones that have the high ratings, and this is really going to help the user to make a decision. And they have the ability to click through the different photos here, as I was saying, which is very useful. And they have a quick view here, which pops up, which means they don't have to click on each of the different options and wait for the whole page to load. So that's a really good feature that you should do. one of the other things you definitely don't have that you need to have is you don't have the ability to view on a map. So perhaps people know an area particularly well, and they want to see where these different locations are on a map. So I would add a view results on a map somewhere on here, probably up here, um, to that. So I would definitely do that. You don't actually mention how many properties are on here either. Scroll down to the bottom here. There is a lot here. I would give people the ability to change how many you show on a page, and also give them the ability to show by thumbnail. That's going to be really important too. And I like how they've got more options to do filters on here. So if you want pet friendly or kid friendly as options, it doesn't look like you can do that on your filter options. So I would definitely add that. And yeah, as you can see, this just looks more like a very professional site. It looks like it's even built by TripAdvisor. So this is another useful thing to search by week rather than by night, because I imagine you get price breaks on some of these on a weekly basis. I would hope so. So, but yes, it's not a bad start. But the problem is if you get visitors arriving directly on here, one of the key things it doesn't show is a unique value proposition, why someone should use this service. Don't just presume that people are going to know. These guys don't do a particularly good job of it, but they don't focus just on one area, and they're not all fully managed like you say you are. So I would also, and then that social proof is important. Then I would also add in a live web chat option, rather than just having them call you here. And I would also add a search, the ability to search, which is, look, they have this here as well. So maybe there's a particular area that they're looking for that doesn't seem an option to search it. Okay, so hopefully you found this mini conversion review useful. It could certainly help you more with your other pages. And thanks, bye.